Okay, so now we're going to motivate this change. So we've taken a look at where the best possible advantages of being able to adopt a new best practice. So it's going to give us either more speed, less waste, less cost, easier to work with. So you're going to tell me about the best practice that you have chosen that is going to be the basis of the change you want to make in your organization. But now you need to actually go to your managers, you need to go to your teammates and your colleagues, and you're going to say, this is why we need to make that change. You've got to motivate it. People don't like change. And so you've got to be able to persuade them that you need this change to happen. So let's take a look. It's got to be measurable. So you've got to tell me exactly how much money we're going to save, how much time we're going to save, how much less resources we're going to need, how much quicker things are going to take. What is the benefit for me? Make it measurable. Then you've got to make it concise. So don't try and like convince me with 1,000 words. Put it in 2 sentences. What change are we going to make? Okay, so make it concise. Then make it achievable. If it's impossible to achieve, if you say we need 2 million rand in order to build a store so that we can sell our crafts, that 2 million rand is 2 million rand more than what I can imagine. It's not achievable. So you really do have to speak to your people, say, is this possible? Okay. Then it needs to be realistic. So, yes, can we get it? Yes. Okay. Is it real? So, if we get what we need in order to start this project, will we see results? So, it's got to be realistic. It can't just be hypothetically or theoretically. We need to know that it's going to work in the real world. Okay. So, those are the things that you need to be aware of. You need to make sure that everyone understands that. Then you're going to create a work group. So don't do it by yourself. Don't be a lone ranger. Get people together and discuss, okay, how are we going to make the change? What is the possibilities? What things will need to change? What impact will it have? So you need to get the work group together so that different people with different ideas, and then you're going to give them expectations of what they can expect. Okay, so document it. Make sure that people can see your thought process. Then we go to the next slide. Okay, this is an example from a work group. Okay, so let me move myself out of your way. Let's take a look. So over here, you're going to say, okay, so this is how long it's going to take to put it into place. Okay, then the quality. So tell me what quality we can expect. So you can do it quicker, but if you're going to lose quality, then it's not worth doing. So tell me the quality that you're going to expect. The quantity. Okay, so now we're starting to talk rands and cents. We've got starting to talk time. We're starting to talk uh, reducing waste. We're starting to talk that it's a higher quality. Okay, so what are the quantities that we are going to see out of this project? Then you've got to get to the thing called the cost. Okay, so this is often which puts people off. How much is it going to cost us to get this done? All right, and then your final performance. So at the end of the project, this is what you can expect. Okay, so that's an example of a document from a work group. All right, now you're going to go into formative assessment 2.3. So let's go to formative assessment 2.3, and we're going to be looking at, here we go. In groups, consider instances where best practice have been introduced in your organization. So think of a time that you guys have made a change, thinking that it was going to help you, it's going to make things easier, it's going to make things work better. Okay. Discuss whether or not you agreed with your organization's change, adoption of best practice, and give reasons. So tell me, did it actually work? Um, were you excited about it? What actually happened? So tell me all about those kinds of things and what happened. So in groups, consider best practices when they were implemented, and did you agree, and give me reasons why you agreed or you didn't agree. Okay, so that's going to be formative assessment 2.3. Now, remember that one thing that you thought that you could change, that was going to be better if we adopted a best practice? Now go back to that thought. Now you're going to tell me what are the measures. Okay, so what is it going to change? All right, So tell me what measurable results you can expect from that best practice. Then tell me concisely in 2 sentences what you are wanting to change. Then tell me, is it achievable? Okay, so will my people be able to do it? And is it realistic? So, if my people are able to do it, will it actually have any kind of impact? Will there be any benefits? So, I want you to fill in this table based on your thoughts about adopting a best practice. The next question is, tell me the current practices that you would like to retain. So tell me, what are the things that you currently do that you think actually are fine, that you would like to keep in the same way? So let's say we start every morning with a little team meeting. Well, those are the current practices that you want to keep. And why? Because it keeps everyone aligned, it keeps everyone focused, everyone gets involved, and we start to have a really good day because of that team meeting. Then describe a best practice that you would like to introduce into your business and motivate your answer. So, again, remember that one thing that you were going to change. Okay, tell me about how you're going to implement that best practice. So, whatever it is, put it in there. And that's going to be a lot of that question. So, then motivate it. So, the reason that we're going to do that because it's going to save us 1,000 Rand a week, or it's going to, if everyone stops drinking coffee and starts drinking water, they'll be more healthy and we'll have less sick days. Tell me a best practice that you want to adopt and what are the benefits to your organization. Okay, so give yourself half an hour, okay, to be able to do your formative and your summative. And then when you are done with that, you're going to come back and we're going to go on to our next video.